Or no. Oh! I find it difficult to read DI and how to mix up DI. A lot of it is experience, but it helps to know what to look for so that you can get your experience faster. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a good month. Oh, baby. See it. Ah, I love this character. Or no. Oh! Come on, nair bouncing. Lead me to the win. Like nair bounce and up air or something. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's do teams, me and Full versus you and Doggo. Oh, doing it. Doing it. Alright, good luck, have fun. Scrubs. It's hard for me to tell who's who. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make any sense. How can I not tell, you know? I should definitely be able to tell. Oh, we have to get a crut! The team's crut! Up! F tilt him! No! He DI'd it! Oh my gosh, we had it! Oh my gosh, he just DI'd it! Oh no! It's time! It's time! Oh, this is where we shine. I missed him. It works! It works! Oh man. Oh! Got him. Okay. Nice. Clean conversion. Clean conversion. Ooh. It was a trade. We traded for Upstrongs. For this game, but I can't seem to get any better. I grind up movement, combos, DI, and whatnot, but I guess I'm not practiced properly. Any tips? I've also watched all your vids. I may add this and use fours as a side main. Wow, you've watched my videos? You can't seem to get better. Man, that makes... Man, am I doing something wrong? No, let's think. What do you do to grind out movement, combos, DI, and whatnot? Like, when you say you're grinding it out, do you mean you're just going into practice mode? Or playing against a CPU? Or what does that mean? Because the easiest advice I can give is just to say to do the opposite. Like, if you are just mainly practicing against CPUs and stuff, then maybe you should just play more people. But, there's a lot of factors to that, even on its own. So you play against CPU and online and against my brother. I find it difficult to read DI and how to mix up DI. Also, your vids have helped. Difficult to read DIs and how to mix up DIs. You might be overthinking it at, like, a starter level. Maybe you should see what works against CPUs with like normal DI, or maybe even set them to no DI, and then, or even DIN, honestly, and then try and apply those types of hit combos in like real matches. A lot of the time, you're not gonna, like, even in the games Doggo and I are playing in right now, like, these aren't things like that are gonna work against CPUs even a lot of the time, because human DI is just so much different than like what you're gonna get from a CPU. It's or like just yeah, it's normally gonna be DI in, and it sounds dumb, but it's just how like the game works. Like people DI moves in, especially the first hit of like a neutral interaction, badly, like on the regular. So you know you can't set a CPU to DI in the first hit and then DI normal the rest of the hits, right? But what you can do is just set it to DI in, and then see what kind of combos you can get for like the first 4 hits. Like what moves connect into each other well, right? Once you figure that out, like, oh, you play who? You said you play, is it Aether in 4s? Yeah, Aether. So, with Aether especially, like, just dash attack, nair, forward air. See if you can do that, like, consistently with hit falling. It could be the fact that you're not hit falling. Because you should be able to get combos very easily with Aether. So, like, figuring out which moves comboing each other on DI in will apply to your matches better than like normal DI or DI out will. So work on that. Work on laying your ice down, of course. Make sure you're getting the most speed, the most speed that you can, and then keep it simple. Like don't try and mix up your moves every single hit. You know, if nair and forward air are working, then just keep using those. That's about it. How can I read DI and drift? What are things you need to look for? It's just you have to play the game enough. Like that's all I can really say. Because even if you knew what to look for, even if I told you what to look for, it's not going to make any sense to you, or you're probably not going to get it too much faster than if you were trying to figure it out on your own. And that's just, I think that's just true. Oh, a good example is Absa's nair. If you like practice Absa nairing on a CPU with like hard DI outset, you'll see like how the DI affects the opponent. And if you set the CPU to DI in, you'll see how it looks differently. Multi-hits in general are really good like that, where they're really helpful to show, oh look, I can react, I have way more time to react to what DI they're doing, so then you can know like where they're going and try and get a follow-up, right? But the same thing can't be said for like Aether nair, because it's a single hit move that doesn't have a ton of hit pause. And sometimes, or more often than not, it's not like reacting at that point. You're not reacting to the DI and then trying to get a follow-up. You assume one DI is going to happen, and then if it doesn't happen, then you change your move at the last second. That's the difference. So like if I'm Aether, right? What I'm gonna do no matter what, once I get this nair, I'm just gonna input another nair. It sounds dumb and like brain dead, but like I know at low percent, if I hit fall my first nair, my second nair is gonna catch almost all DIs. And if it doesn't, he's probably still gonna be out of hit stun by the time I fast fall my second nair. And so I can like change what move I want to follow up with. So like once he gets to 60%, I'm always gonna go for fair basically. I'm not gonna go for nair anymore. But at low percents, I'm always gonna go for nair. Mid percents, I'm gonna go for forward air almost every time. And there I reacted to the nair hitting, and instead of going for another nair, I went for back air. But that's just like me playing this character for however long. So a lot of it is experience, but it helps to know what to look for so that you can get your experience faster. You know what I'm saying? So like, just know your bread and butters. If your bread and butter is, if you're Aether, your bread and butter is dash attack nair at low percents, and then dash attack fair at higher percents. Or maybe but you can have more than one bread and butter, because you could maybe want to do reverse back air like that, and then you want to do something else, or you want to do turnaround nair. I don't know, whatever you want to do.